Blessings, guys. Your girl coming back in with another one. And I'm shocked that I could, because all that yelling, go sit down with them kids. They just wore me out. They drained my energy, but I'm here. I want to talk about this one. And I know it's been spoke on before. It's a couple of things that I want to speak on. But a lot of content creators are covering the current stuff. I'm just going to wait a little bit until I find out more. But on this one, crazy expectations. Okay? Somebody over there just hollering. Crazy expectations. Okay? And the reason why this one, it triggered me and it blew me. I'm like, that blows me. Like, it's bad enough when you got these, and I'm going to say abusers. When you got these abusers out here, somebody did a video talking about why abusers always have relationships. I said that too. I did that video too. Because I'm like, yeah, they always the ones that should not open their mouth to talk to anyone. Always be the ones. And then what happens is they mess it up for other people. Okay? So, I saw this video, and I hope I can remember whose video it was. I saw this video where the woman and her boyfriend. So the woman and her boyfriend or whatever, and you know how some people got the indoor and the outdoor cameras, and the indoor cameras like usually be like common areas. I do too. I got both in and outdoor. And so the video called the argument until it escalated so bad that he's hollering and screaming at her and wind up pulling out a pew-pew. It was very triggering because that woman was screaming for her life. Just screaming for her life while he's attacking her or whatever. And all you heard him cock it, but he just ended up attacking her or whatever. So she got out of that with her life. But my point of telling you this one, because she was able to tell her story. And the part that got me is because, you know, she, I guess I'm just going to say OnlyFans. She was a OF model or whatever. Was doing all that before him and whatever. And then one day he wanted to crash out about it. And that's how it got to that point. What I mean by crazy expectations, especially by these psychos, it's not even funny. By these psychos, because there's a lot of these psychos out here in the public just wandering. These demons are just running around. I really feel sorry for that girl in Charlotte, North Carolina, that got taken out by some demon she didn't even know on a train or a bus. I can't remember which one it was. But her face, that poor baby, I was just like, these demons are everywhere. This morning on my way to work, but I had already got to work this morning. So the post went up that one of the kids was coming to school and got hit by a car, and it was a hit and run, and the baby was out in the street. And guess what? Only women came to the rescue with that baby. Only women. So they posted up and was like, if this your baby, you need to come to such and such, such and such, such and such. There's just some evil people out here right now that's letting demons control them. So after he's raging out on a whole bunch of craziness, and when I heard her say that they were only together for 8 weeks, that's why they purposely go out there and try to target certain people to see which ones that they can try to get away with it, and then the mask doesn't have to stay on too long. And for him to crash out on her like he known her forever, so he's getting mad about what she does, and then start wanting to get into her past and talking about body counts or whatever. You got some of these knocks, these demons, that actually get mad because you had a past. So when they start to ask you some things about your past and you just tell them being honest or whatever, they get real mad. Now you the sweetest thing in the world, but now they want to call you S's and H's and W's and B words and all of those things, like, and you know, like you supposed to literally stay a virgin until you possibly or probably never meet them at all. But they don't want you to have any part of your past a part of your life. And they expect you to be whatever it is that they conjured up in their mind. Like, if he thought that she was just innocent angel, but he already knew what she was doing. That's like if you was dancing at the strip club or whatever, and he met you there, whatever. He knew that, but then now all of a sudden, when you're together, he's like getting jealous. When he was when he was a regular, now you're dating him. Now he's like getting all mad and want you to quit your work, and that's the only work you got, and it's really good money that you're making. Now, to each his own for what they want to do for work and money. But then they come in automatically trying to control you. They're trying to control you. And then they want you to erase your past and make it all about them. Like, how are you going to get mad about something that I did way before I even known you? Or who I was with way before I even known you? Now, they the ones running around here with the highest body count, not just even humans. They some of these nasty, disgusting demons, they got high body count, not with just humans. Real talk. I guess I am losing my voice a little bit because today was a rough day for me, you guys. I couldn't wait to get home and relax. But yeah, like, how are you gonna do that? Like, that's another thing. They're so damn nosy. They're so nosy. They want to know everything before them, and then they want to know everything after them while they hiding in bushes and jumping from around corners and everything, and asking questions and sending flying monkeys because they always want to know. They want to be a spy cam. They wish that they was a camera on the phone or a Ring camera where they can record every moment, every second of your day and watch it like it's a damn movie. Like, they got so much time to be all up in your business, but they're never going to expose what their past was like. So while they're crashing out about your high body count, no, they're not going to tell you that they was with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people, and sometimes not just people, and sadly some of them are pedos, and you know what I mean. So you don't know where they've been or what they did, but then they want to project it all and crash out on you to make it seem like all the things that they done before they met you is the things that you done, and you're just telling you probably could have been married and never dated. You probably got married young, husband probably or wife probably passed away, or you just divorced or whatever. Don't let it be divorced, because they're gonna have a problem with that too, because they're not gonna be comparing themselves to your past partner. But let's just say if it was your husband or wife passed away and you never dated. They still gonna be comparing themselves to that person, and you may not have a high body count at all. But for this clown to crash out on her like that, like her life was in stake. With 8 weeks of dating, that girl had to be in the hospital. Her face was all messed up. She was very pretty and when she came back and started updating us and she was healed, her face, she's very pretty. And you should be seeing them. Every time you see an abuser, I don't care if you think that they look good or not, woman or man. I don't care if you think they look good or not. Once you discover who they are, once you look at them again, you will never look at them the way you did before. All you're going to see is a demon. All you're going to see is somebody that you don't like. Somebody you don't want to deal with. Someone that you never really wish you met. I had to go to the store today. Just to grab a couple of quick things, some toothpaste and things. And the cashier, the lady, I see her all the time. This is older Jamaican lady. So she's having convo with one of the other ladies, and they was just talking about the lady outside with her little fruit stand. And she's like, yeah, you got to watch out for these people, because people be getting mad. People be getting mad for nothing. And I was like, ma'am, that's because they see the light in that person. Sometimes we disturb their demons. And the one thing that God does, once God allow you to see past the mask and allow you to see demons, allow you to hear demons, and also allow you to hear his voice. I'm going to do a video about hearing God's voice, because I had, and I'm telling you, when you do, you know when I'm on everything I love, when it's God's voice, you know. And it's not a scary thing. So I was like, and I was talking to the cashier, and I'm still on topic. I'm talking to the cashier, and I'm like, yeah. And she's like, yeah, listen to her, she's right. Listen to her, she's right. And I was like, and once you see it, you could never unsee it. You can never unsee them demons. Either whether you sleep or awake or whatever, you could never unsee them demons. You actually can see them all the way through more than they can see themselves. They can see the evil that they do, but sometimes when they're looking in the mirror, but sometimes they do, they don't see the demon. They think they're seeing themselves. But after you discover who they are, you actually see their demon. Like, they don't even look the same. Their teeth be sharp and pointy. Their face be distorted. They be like smelly and stinky and ugly and dumb. And you be looking and thinking like, what was I thinking? Because once you rip the mask off, that's it. That's it. It's a gift and a curse. But sometimes I be like, God, I just don't want to see no more of these demons. I don't want to see no more of these demons. If you can see demons on earth, you definitely want to get right with God, because you don't want to see demons for eternity and also be suffering as well. That demon thought that 8 weeks was enough, that he can go ahead and abuse her, and almost took her out. Super projecting, already knowing. They be already knowing, and then they want to go and smear you and be telling everybody like, yeah, I didn't even know, man, yo man, always trying to please their buddies and their family and their monkeys. I didn't even know she was on OL. She didn't even tell me that. They did. I don't know what she out there doing. She might be selling the box, and she might be this and this, but they give it out free. They free to go. They ready for another body count. You know, but then crashing out, because they think that everything that they did, you also had to do it, because why would you want them? They know that they're garbage. They know that they're trash, unworthy, unlovable, that part. They know these things. So they're always like sitting and wondering, why would you be with them? And you don't even know that's what they were. It's like they think that you know them like that. So they're assuming that you know them like that. So now they're mad at you because you're with them, thinking that you already know who they are outside of the mask. And so now they're hating on you. And he was jealous. He definitely was jealous. He definitely was jealous because she was making all the money. It's always these bums that don't got no job, no money, be the first ones. Like they live in that bed life. They live in that bed life. Ain't paying no bills, ain't doing nothing. And then if they least they can do is bare minimum, at least do that so they can stay where they are. But no, they want to turn up and control someone in their own damn house. They don't even live there. They don't pay no bills, but now they're there and they're trying to control and take over your whole domains and including your life. What did they think? Like, what if you was a woman? What if that woman had, what if that woman had kids? You already know that if she had kids, she was with somebody at one point in time. And then they really ain't gonna like your kids. Bringing certain people around your kids can endanger your kids. Because they that jealous and they hate your kids that much. And they don't want nothing around getting, nobody or nothing around getting your love. Or attention. Let's not forget that part. So that's why I be like, when I see these videos, like, I don't even ask anymore. Like, why every time a woman gets pregnant, it gets bad? Why every time it's the end of relationship, it gets dangerous? I don't even ask anymore. Some people just cannot be satisfied with what they got. Some people, listen to what I say. Some people cannot be satisfied with what they got, you know. Some men or some women can be happy with just that one person, and they both, you know, love each other and do their part. But it's like maybe in my brain 10%, and the rest is just all over the place. all over the place. Don't get me wrong. I know it's men out there that love their wives and women that love their husbands or spouses or partner or person. I know that. I know it's not every household is abusive, because I know that I was in a long-term relationship, and out of them years, he was never abusive. He was never abusive. So yes, it is people out there that got some dang on sense. But there are crazy expectations of you. There are crazy expectations that they want. You're not going to be able to live up to that. And if you try to, it might cost you your sanity, and it might also cost you your life. I was just kept on saying, 8 weeks, 2 months. You went from 10 to 100 real quick, in 8 weeks real quick, like you already knew this woman. I think he probably already was following her on OF. So in his psychotic mind, that he thought he already known her. And women with money, yeah, they be thinking they're entitled to that too. But damn, 2 months? Usually they say the narc mask don't fall off until 3 months. But dude thought he can just shortcut that. Shortcut that with a whole felony. With a whole felony. I'm glad nowadays some of them are getting caught and get locked up. What you're seeing in the news today, like politicians getting off and everything in front of people. People are getting off in public in front of people. All this stuff that's going on in front of people is tragic. And these people are traumatized. That one video I don't even want to talk about, but y'all just got to be watching the news with that last one I saw. And then the one with the girl and the immigrant. I know politicians gonna pick that one up like, that's where we gotta get rid of these immigrants. Alright. That one just made it, that one just made y'all point look good. But I'm off topic, sidebar. So I'm gonna go because I don't know what they doing over there, but I'm so sick of hearing this dude all the way over here. He way over there. And all I hear is him. If it's a party, I hope it's his birthday because he the loudest one over there. Somebody gonna be calling the po-pos. But I got to go. Yeah. Crazy expectations. How do they expect those things? Why do they expect those things? I don't even want it. You keep that love. You know, people got to understand your life is important. And don't just share it with anyone. Sometimes you just don't want to be bothered. It's nice to just come home, kick off your shoes, and have some peace, and ain't got to be bothered with somebody else or their problems or their abuse or their lying or whatever it is that you don't like. Don't nobody got time for that. But your girl got to go. I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. But yeah, I couldn't do some videos for a couple of days because working with these kids, and I have to be yelling because I don't know what's been going on with them for the last couple of weeks, but it's been too much. But I gotta love what I do to do it. And I do. With that being said, that's my video. God bless you guys. Catch you on the next one.